This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. Over the last 15 years, Americans have made a startling move to the left, according to Susan Brown of GOP USA, which is not affiliated with the Republican Party. Blaming the church for the leftward move is the easy answer, she said, but today, where black and white has faded into varying shades of gray, we're better served by going back to where it all began. Brown blames America's moral decline on progressive presidents Woodrow Wilson and Franklin D. Roosevelt, or FDR. Their arrogant defiance and blatant hostility toward the U.S. Constitution inspired them to lead an insurrection from the Oval Office, effectively convincing good people that government dependence is a morally acceptable alternative to dependence on God, family, community, and self. FDR, Brown said, made the U.S. government into a pseudo-god by creating a welfare state and interpreted the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution as having a wall of separation. This, in turn, opened the door for secular forces to remove religion out of the public square and separate morality and ethics from government and daily life. Citing a Pew survey, Brown says that Christianity is in decline and mainstream denominations have dimmed their own bulbs in recent years to remain relevant to the demands of pop culture. In the process, they've lost large numbers of their membership. Brown then concludes her article by saying the only way progressivism wins is without the presence of absolute truth. Without it, morality is defined by ever-changing social whims. What's wrong today is right tomorrow. Truth is, it's impossible to define morality without a plumb line or divine standard. Wandering outside already established boundaries since the beginning of time gets us where we are today. History demonstrates it, polls prove it, empty pews show it, progressives love it. Brown's underlying message places the blame on secular or progressive leaders and culture, and a departure from biblical or divine norms. And while it is true that progressives have pushed hard at America's cultural infrastructure, the underlying problem is that the churches have refused to teach and follow the divine standard, the Ten Commandments. They have compromised with progressives, and now they have no foundation to call for individual and personal loyalty to God's law. Instead, they have to resort to legal means. Yes, there is hostility to the U.S. Constitution, and in particular, the First Amendment. Progressives misuse the wall of separation to remove all religion from public life, which was not intended by the framers. A reaction is developing that will go to the other extreme by increasing the influence of the churches on government. Eventually, by popular demand, lawmakers will establish religious laws to support the legal establishment of Christianity as the religion of the nation. Removing the separation of church and state has only one destination: the establishment of a national religion and worship. The dignitaries of church and state will unite to bribe, persuade, or compel all classes to honor the Sunday. The lack of divine authority will be supplied by oppressive enactments. Political corruption is destroying love of justice and regard for truth. And even in free America, rulers and legislators, in order to secure public favor, will yield to the popular demand for a law enforcing Sunday observance. Liberty of conscience, which has cost so great a sacrifice, will no longer be respected. In the soon coming conflict, we shall see exemplified the prophet's words: "The dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ." This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.